When we last left off.
Yeah, Henrik died. Ah. Gonna just do some kind of mashup edit with that, and
I know exactly what you're thinking of.
Javert's Lament. Mm-hmm. Based in Wheatbuild. All right.
I guess we need to call Nurse Bluefoot.
Do we? Oh, I thought we
call the hospital, probably.
Do we gotta call the hospital, or can we just go there?
Oh, maybe we can just go there.
Are we able to?
I need a disc.
It'd be really funny if in her notes she was like, Henrik died.
Henrik is dead. I'm not seeing a hospital. Maybe we gotta go to
the museum?
Yeah, because we don't have any way to see how to call the hospital, right?
Well, we could try calling Franklin Rose, you know. He just kind of lost an employee.
That's a good point. Oh, we want to check the computer of Sonny's notes.
This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please. Just a minute, please.
Nancy, to what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
Oops, false alarm.
What do you mean you got nothing to say to him about... I don't like Franklin Rose. He creeps me out. He creeps me out.
You know, is it his voice that you don't like?
Yeah.
What do you not like about it?
Dude sounds creepy. Chocolate Canyon.
Did you see the why is everyone's...
Yes. It's very funny. Keycard to lecture book of all the...
I hope he's okay.
Let's run over with the EMTs. I hope he's okay. Left work number with EMTs. Okay, so maybe we gotta go to work then.
Yeah. Then we probably have a voicemail, actually. Check voicemail in lab.
Yeah. Okay, so we just gotta go to the lab.
That makes sense.
We just gotta go. Go to the museum makes sense.
To the lab.
To the lab, to the... Should we check on Joanna first?
Come in.
Come in. Hello?
First the Pakal carving is stolen, and now my star glyph man bumps his head and forgets his own name.
Star
What's
glyph
next,
man.
Nancy?
Star
Delvio
glyph
pulls the
man.
plug on the monolith. The board clams up
He's
on
a
my funding.
star
My mother
glyph
posts my
man.
old prom pictures on the internet.
Oh no!
Joanna, you're really pretty. They're probably fine.
She was just like horrible in high school.
Will you follow up with the hospital and
You're
see
really
if there's anything
attractive.
we can do to get Henrik's marbles back?
I'll call right
How can I
away.
help her?
You can also pick up Henrik's mail if he gets any. Keep the lab in order and just try to help me keep the entire museum from going up in smoke.
I've
Henrik's
got
mail.
work to do.
Go to
I
it.
bet his mail's gonna have some suspicious stuff in it that he's not wanting people to see. Maybe some more of that mercuric sulfide.
What was he doing in the temple? It's so weird.
Am I paranoid? Keep the lab in order. Is there anything that's like changed here? You can't like look at his little.
Looks
work
pretty
area.
orderly.
Yeah, it looks exactly the same as it has. Let's check this stuff. I don't know what to do about the fact that we're just missing some information from these quizzes. This is all the same.
Yeah.
You have voicemail.
This message is for Nancy Drew. Hi, Nancy.
Oh,
This is Nurse Bluefoot calling from
What a
Ellen
name.
Memorial Hospital in regards to Henrik Vanderheun. I believe you're a colleague of his. Since Mr. Vanderheun was admitted, he has repeated your name several times in states of semi-consciousness. As we've been unable to contact any of his family members,
Can you imagine?
we're hoping you
this
will
is very odd. Yeah.
Nancy Drew.
as he begins the difficult process of restoring his memory. Please call me as soon as possible to discuss
I'm assuming we just got to do the 555-4000.
202
Yeah.
555 4000. Thank you.
To replay
Thank you.
messages, press 0.
Wow.
They don't give it to us. 4,000.
Oh yeah, 4,000.
Did you really blank on it?
No.
This is Nurse Bluefoot.
Can we just pause for a sec?
Yo, what's up?
He's repeated her name several times
Yeah.
in states of semi-consciousness.
Yeah.
How long have we known this guy?
Barely. He's the guy we talked to the least.
Have we
I
had
think.
one conversation with him?
Yeah.
Right?
Bluefoot, this is
Yeah.
Nancy Drew.
I think he might be afraid that we're on his case.
Henrik Vanderheun. How is he?
Nancy Drew. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I'm so relieved.
Huh.
We've been unable
You also not like Nurse Bluefoot?
He's really going for it.
teach your patients to have at least one personal support person when they begin reality orientation.
What's
That's a
reality
hell. Is that the real word
I
for
think
it?
I think all of this is
Wow.
scientifically sound.
Treatment that helps a
That's
Although they
phenomenal.
bullshit a lot of stuff in these games, I've come to learn, so maybe
That's
not.
fair.
his or her life. Henrik has not actually lost his memory. It's just that
Huh.
his brain is injured. in
Something
such a
happened to
way
the
that he
hippos.
can't
Oh.
access the place where the memories are stored.
That's a reference to something none of you guys are gonna know.
But you will someday, maybe. If you're into theater.
How does he regain access to the storage place?
First, we do repetitive memory exercises to help Henrik relearn the basic facts, like his
If- does-
name and
does he-
address, the name of his parakeet, if he has one.
Does he have a
the date,
parakeet?
and so on. Second, we
Does he have a
try to
parakeet?
stimulate
No.
Henrik's
I think that's
sense
just a weird example.
in order to help trigger
That's just classic comedy.
find the way back to his
Stimulate Henrik's sensory memories.
What are sensory memories?
A sensory memory is like it sounds, something that is familiar,
Oh.
that you recognize by sight or touch, smell or sound or what is that last one? Oh yes, taste.
Nurse Bluefoot
Something that you
is
know
making me uncomfortable.
So basically we need to go to the hospital and stimulate Henrik's sensory
We
memories.
gotta go summary.
along the way you
Yeah.
learn that it's called birth, and you just remember. But say you bump your head and forget the name of this planet. You don't know where in the solar system you're floating.
Yikes!
Yikes.
Exactly. But then
Nice.
I show you a picture of our marvelous blue and green globe. Suddenly you remember. That glorious sight is
I dropped food on myself, so I'm gonna go clean myself up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Earth.
I'll be back. Have fun with Nurse
Okay.
Bluefoot.
I don't know if I will.
Cognitive or
Go stimulate Henrik.
All right.
What if the patient doesn't remember
He is
right
pretty
away?
cute.
You can't help Henrik remember his childhood, but you can probably help him remember his work. And who knows where that will take him. All roads lead to Rome, as they say.
I don't know that's the place to use that saying.
Reality Orientation Board. This is a place to post information and pictures for the patient to look at over a period of
Oh,
time.
that's
You may
fascinating.
want to bring in images or photos to place on the board. Things from the museum, perhaps.
Is Henrik awake right now?
Huh.
Not at the
I guess I could put.
We're keeping
this
him
thing.
under close observation.
Close observation. What does that mean?
Well, we wake him up every half hour to make sure he doesn't slip into a coma, and we watch for any signs that would indicate.
I wonder if this
increased
is like the
pressure in
standard.
brain.
Increased pressure in the brain?
Dilated or pinpoint pupils, vomiting, severe.
God,
What?
you're still talking to Nurse Bluefoot?
He's telling me a lot of medical information, and I'm wondering how much of it is actually standard procedure.
in the brain.
I'm assuming this is like standard procedure.
Anyway, once he's out of the
Nothing
danger
about this
zone,
seems
we'll move
standard.
over to
I'm just gonna
neurology.
say, nothing about this situation seems standard.
Thanks for the crash course in head trauma, Nurse Bluefoot. Oh, sorry, no pun intended.
Nancy.
Ba-da-bum.
Visiting hours are 10 to 4 every day if the patient is not engaged in treatment and if he seems stable.
Stable how?
Just remember, Henrik's brain has been knocked around
Like a peanut in its shell.
He may have attention difficulties, headaches, anxiety. Sometimes he may seem giddy, too. We need to keep these conditions in check.
Suddenly violent.
Don't push him
Bluefoot just
too
sounds...
hard, or he may have some kind of meltdown.
Well, the last thing we
I'm gonna
want
push
is
him
a
so hard.
meltdown. Go easy
Oh
on him.
no. Poor Henrik.
Okay, well, man, I'm surprised that they don't
Poor
just have the
baby.
number on it. I guess I probably won't need to call there again.
Do you think Vanderheun, do you think he should have a German accent?
Vanderheun? I could see
Henrik?
it. I could see it going that way. Henrik Vanderheun?
Henrik Vanderheun?
I want to use the creamer com.
Oh,
Oh, I can.
dude.
I don't know what to connect to. But
Don't mess with Henrik's creamer con.
I'm gonna mess with this creamer con all I want. He's not around to stop me. Okay, good to know. I guess if he got mail, it would be here.
No mail. No mail. You have no voicemail. Press 9 for an outside line.
Press 9 for an outside line. So we can put things up on. You're saying we can put things up on his like little reality orientation board.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that like we could put this here, but that's kind of wild.
Well, maybe we should go visit him.
Need something?
I've got work
Man,
to do.
I was hoping maybe she would have something she'd want to share. But
She's so svelte. Especially when you look at her on the other screen.
yeah, when she's like when we look at her the way she was meant to be looked at.
She's so svelte.
Let's see.
Hospital? Eleanor, there it is.
All the way up here.
Ooh, it's a big hospital.
Oh!
Look at him, all laid out. My name is... Nice.
So we
Okay.
can't put that up there.
What should I post here?
Is that all your inventory?
Here.
That's all my inventory.
Wow, you did not collect very much.
I feel like I've been collecting everything I can.
You have very little.
I guess I could just put this here for now, because like, what's the point of?
Look at the little happy sun.
Yeah.
You look familiar. Is it time for my snack?
Oh. So this is what made you really attracted to him?
There's something about that shirt. Maybe it's because I can see his xiphoid process.
Hi, Henrik. I'm Nancy.
You think so? I mean, the dude's got some pecs on him.
He's got very nice body. And he's all helpless in that bed.
Beach Hill is a museum here in Washington.
I just want to save him, you know?
Before
He
you
does
go,
look more sallow now.
on some important
I don't know if it's just because he doesn't have the mask on or what.
Do you remember anything
He's
about
so
the
helpless.
project?
I don't even remember my own birthday. So if you're here to squeeze me for details, you're wasting your time.
Actually, Nurse Bluefoot thinks with regular visits.
Actually, Henrik, you're wrong.
Actually, yeah, you're wrong. Sorry.
How, pray tell, do you intend to do that?
Nurse Bluefoot says,
We'll talk. Sometimes I'll bring you pictures.
Pictures? Well, isn't this nice?
I can't tell.
I would, oh, wow, you're really just babying this guy.
Oh yeah.
Only you can't remember the
Oh, yeah.
places you
That's
went.
not how to get him
So
to fall in love
decide
with
to
you.
look through postcards
That's
to see
okay.
which ones you recognize.
He's probably 3 times my
I'll
age.
do it.
Wow, he's cooperating.
Great. These are Maya glyphs, like the ones you use to translate. Now, don't be upset if you don't know how to read them
Man, she
anymore.
is like really
tell
baby.
you.
Laying it on.
Yeah.
I know what they mean, dear. I wrote them.
Maybe it was when he called me dear that did it for me.
I'm sure you have written them at one time or another in your career. So, what do you think this is all about? The magician suffers yellow death.
Your translator is sloppy. I should know. I am the author of the original work.
Can you spell it out more, Henrik?
Man, yeah, she's really not getting this, huh?
What are you talking about?
That first glyph is the fool. not the magician. Furthermore, any decent epigrapher knows those glyphs refer to the infamous plague of oozing hives. A fitting curse for a fool, don't you think? I rather like it.
Henrik, this note was found at a crime scene. Are you telling me you left it there?
I don't remember.
Convenient.
I'm investigating the theft of the Pakal carving. Please, Henrik, try to remember something.
Who in the world is Pakal? Oh, my head. Oh, the pressure. I can't take any more today, Nancy.
Okay, it's time for some memory therapy.
I don't like Bluefoot. This is a terrifying. This feels like they're brainwashing him. Reality orientation in progress. Wild. Well, let's visit the other. Let's have what conversations we can. Can I take this still?
No.
I want to give him a brochure from Mexico.
Oh, I see. You're trying to look for things to reorient him.
Have you heard? Henrik Vanderheen fell off the pyramid at the museum. He's in the hospital with a mysterious...
Also, do you know what Cinnabar is?
Yeah.
I hope it's not too serious.
That's the whole thing. Yeah, they just go straight into doing some worse.
Powder that the Maya used? Sure, I know it. They use it at Beach Hill too, do they not?
They do use it at the museum, but Joanna told me they...
What do you think about that, Alejandro?
Yeah,
Since
what
you
do you
seem
think
to
about that?
like the color red a lot.
Joanna said the museum...
This is a weird thing you're just telling him.
Alejandro's like,
What's he gonna do?
why are we having this conversation?
I don't want to jump to...
Yeah, like what? Like this is a weird thing to just bring up.
Sister Joanna couldn't possibly be a thief now, could she?
I should get back to the museum.
Adios, Nancy.
I don't
Adios,
understand
Alejandro.
why that's how that conversation went.
I think actually this conversation will make sense in a few minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Why he would know about? No, I guess not why he would know about it, but just like the whole, like just why Nancy went to him to be like,
I need a photo of the Pakal carving. Do you have one?
Joanna took the official print for her insurance claim, but I have a couple extras.
hey, cause I gotta go put this. I gotta go put that on his
Keep up the
wall.
good work.
Thanks,
Any
Taylor.
news?
There was an incident at the museum. Henrik is in the hospital with a head injury.
Poor Henrik. Another squabble between him and Joanna, perhaps? Oh, I'm kidding, but I do remember the time she threatened to push him in the pond. Temper, temper, I'm always telling her.
I'd better
Okay, well
go.
I'm leaving.
Bye now.
Bye.
Can I take this to put on Henrik's memory wall? Is that Cinnabar? I don't know. I don't know why I can look at this. I'm not sure why I can look at this.
Because it's art.
Fair. Art is here
It's
to be
high
looked at.
art.
Yeah, it's high something. Okay, well that's definitely got to go on his wall. I guess the other thing to check is the temple where he was.
Fascinating.
That's all that's going on here.
Can you adjust it? Can you focus it at all?
I don't see any way to do anything with it.
Oh, what about that? Yeah, the magnifying glass? Nothing there. Okay.
It's a light. Looks
Oh,
like.
light. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Here we go. Okay.
BHE.
Carnival ceramic. Okay, so this is. These things are all being loaned. They're in the. They're marked in the shipping area. All these things are.
Okay.
They're all loaned for 90 days.
Do we want to call?
Play
Is that their
James
phone? Is that Beach Hill's phone? That's Beach Hill's.
Yeah,
okay.
that's Beach Hill. Curious. Okay. Now I'm trying to think, where have I seen a keyhole? that I can't access?
Possibly an exhibit. No?
Possibly.
Does she have a family? Are we supposed to take that as she's got a family and...
She's got a whole family.
That doesn't look like her, though.
It's,
Family and 3 kids?
It's other family. Looks like that's everything.
Wait, is there
here.
another... I want to see what the black and white photo was. I guess we can't really...
Yeah, it's hard to... Seems like those are the only things I could really look at here.
That's a very realistic desk, I must say.
Yeah.
The way everything is layered. Ooh.
Alright, which of these can I look at?
Who knew one piece of jade could have so much history?
Woof. Okay.
The lower glyph in the IMAX, 1 disc on the forehead. Translation: the first true king. They don't know when it was excavated. Rupert started Serpentine Gallery in Los Angeles. So at Oxman Peterson Estate. You should see him.
Pecal carving, transferred to the Serpentine Gallery.
In exchange for 37% ownership.
Does that follow the initial provenance? It went from from Rupert Star to Serpentine. Okay, that
In
makes sense.
1940.
Okay.
And here,
Felix.
Felix Peterson, 1955.
Whew, that's a lot of money.
Woof, yeah, that's...
Peterson, and then sold by auction to Beach Hill in 1993 is what we should be checking. Drew Taylor both passed away in a heat wave.
Oh.
Their air conditioning unit went... Oh my god.
Oh.
How morbid.
Bertram
Okay.
Vandelay is... why would you even write that in the...
As you know, they had no children. The fabulous art collection, the particular interest. Okay, so there's the auction. Vandelay for Artiseuticals is pretty... Right? Because that's the...
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Okay. Pecal carving. Yeah, I mean, that all checks out.
Certainly seems like it. Feliz and Miranda Peterson instead of Felix. It's probably just a... God, they bought it for
Bertram
$1 million.
Vandelay. Oh yeah, they misspelled.
Taylor Sinclair is there.
1 million. Wow.
I mean, yeah, that seems...
That all
above
checks out.
board. Seems like everything here now.
Okay.
So we can look at the Providence docs, but there's nothing fishy in there. Which I guess is the thing. It's just telling us, like, it does seem like she's running things above board. At least in regards to that carving. Does she mention matchmakers?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
I do not think so. Wonder if we could call the Yeah Tea Outfitters. That'd be pretty fun.
There's gotta be somewhere where we can get this information.
About the matchmaker?
Yeah.
I bet you Sheila Schultz.
You think it's a
Or-
situation where we gotta call somebody?
Yeah, or maybe we need a hint from Bess and George. Or maybe Henrik will remember.
Just gotta ask him about it. Photo of Pacao. Okay, so let's try...
Was that always... That one was always open, right? That's how you got the...
Yeah, that's how I got a... Yeah, I got a piece out of there.
They're really not good about their security
It's
here.
locked.
got a little fuse.
That's weird.
You're gonna need that later, I assume.
Maybe the one that you use is gonna blow a fuse.
Yeah. Well, now we've got it for when we need it. That's curious.
Sally got dinner, right?
I think I gave her something.
Like a
got it.
pre-dinner, yeah, early dinner. Okay.
Why do I want to lug these heavy things around?
You want to take a Sulkin?
Why do I want to lug these
Well,
heavy
I think we
things
know where they
around?
gotta go. I think we are gonna need to grab them at some point. There's no keyholes here. No keyholes there. None here. None here. I think we're gonna need those to get into the monolith later.
The Sulkin?
Yeah. So what's going on?
Little man.
Right, that was the first channel we did.
Yeah.
So
I knew I could come out of there.
yes, he felt them up here. Nothing seems awry. Maybe we go down to the second floor. There will be something. I have no reason to believe this.
It's not.
God damn it. I have no reason to believe that's the case, but
Couldn't do any harm to check, right?
yeah. I don't want to just like look up what my matchmaker was called because I'm sure the
Well, we
information's
know
in
it's
the
not
notes.
in the exhibit. We know it's not going to be in the museum.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that? Yum Simmel. Whoa. Oh my god. Okay, this is going very fast.
Yeah. Exposed jawbone, skeletal figure with rotting flesh. So he's like the god of death.
Ew.
This is the bones and eyeballs of the dead to wear as jewelry.
Ew.
The Simi death sign.
Oh.
That's exciting.
Oh, he's like on a boat? No, he's marching in.
Oh, this is the thing we
Sand?
saw. That's the
Oh.
thing we saw in the trailer.
Lady Rainbow. Oh, can we watch Lady Rainbow or do we just get to see Yum Simmel? Yes, okay, just Yum Simmel.
No.
This goes way too fast.
And then it takes forever.
Are we not allowed to leave? Okay, I want to try to read the lowest. Okay, Shaq and wow,
Shaq and Kaksab are like the gods of life. I'm assuming that he's the one we're gonna need to know most things about. It's wild that like you'd think he would be in like the second level quiz.
Yum Simmel.
Yeah. Well, because he's got all this stuff here, and it's like it's a spot that you can only access when you're going to the second level.
Yeah,
So you'd think.
you're not wrong. Look at him with his animation.
It's pretty sick.
Walking, walking, walking. Ah. Woo.
All right, let's see what was. Ixchel, Lady Rainbow, or the Moon Goddess.
I think we have her name.
We do, yeah.
Let's never play that game again.
I think I can look at all these things, but there's never any reason to. I can't. I'm not getting any info. Okay, maybe there's nothing here. We're gonna have to get through all of it at some point, but I don't know where to get this information. Let's see. Maybe we call Franklin Rose again and see if like Franklin Rose actually has anything to say. Maybe go down to the station for further questioning. Something about an anonymous tip. Oh. That's cute. So you think Alejandro?
Mm-hmm.
Alejandro called the cops on her.
You have voicemail.
Nancy, it's Joanna. The police are done giving me the 3rd degree, but now the board has suspended me.
Yo,
To
what?
make a long story short, I'm forbidden to set foot in the museum.
What?
Could you please call
Why'd she get suspended? What? What happened?
Alejandro.
Because of the...
Cinnabar, I think.
Messages, press 0. Press 9 for an outside line.
Do you think... Do you think they think that she did the theft?
Yeah. Because of the Cinnabar, I think.
Huh.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose. How may I
Okay, well, I think that definitely means she didn't do it.
Franklin Rose, please.
Just a minute, please. Nancy, you must be psychic.
I get why you don't like him.
He sounds like he's bullshitting me.
Incredibly fake.
For the situation that's going on at the museum, dear. I really did think we were setting you up with a nice little internship, a breather from your casework. But instead, it looks like we've fed you to the lions.
Oh no.
Well, in all my travels, I still haven't found a mystery free zone, Mr. Rose.
What? You want your perch, Sally?
Speaking of travel,
Should I get her
I got
perch?
a postcard
Maybe.
from your father in Ouagadougou. Apparently, Burkina
Ouagadougou.
Faso has become the cultural darling of West Africa. He must be having quite an adventure.
Burkina Faso.
That's a real place.
Huh.
Yes, the last I heard, he was going on to Kenya to try to pick up a safari.
Man, how much money did the Drews have?
Fine, Mr. Rose.
A lot. Her dad's a very famous lawyer.
Joanna Riggs has been in the doghouse with the board for months. Her thirst for acclaim has led her to gamble the future and the reputation of Beach Hill time and again. Now that we've lost the Bacall carving, one of our most notable pieces, well, she's just got to be stopped.
Don't you believe she's genuinely concerned about the welfare of the museum?
Good intentions are no substitute for integrity and sound judgment, Nancy. Look, I've got a client waiting, Nancy. What we need now is for you to take up the slack. I've
Wait,
spoken
what?
to the board, and we've agreed that the best thing is to put you.
Nancy's just being put in charge of the museum? You can't put Nancy in charge. What? She's a child. What? You don't have... She's not equipped for this.
Welcome to the chaos that is Scarlet Hand.
What do you want me to do?
What do you mean? What do you mean? You're just in charge.
Handed. Just kidding, kiddo. If you can get the Bacall back, we'll see about giving Ms. Riggs another chance.
Yeah.
Seems fair, doesn't it?
What?
It's a deal, Mr. Rose.
I think he did it.
You think it's Franklin Rose?
Franklin Rose is more suspicious than Joanna.
Here, come be in your little home. Come go in your little house. Oh, are you stuck to my chair? Okay, go in your little house. Go be in your little house.
How?
Go be in your little house.
How is this? What do you mean you're putting somebody with no training in this field?
18-year-old.
Yeah, an 18-year-old with no historical training in charge of...
Hey, if Nancy had any interest in this as a career, this would have been huge. You know?
Yes, but she notably doesn't.
She might have a little bit. She took the internship. That's a very small fire extinguisher.
Well, they only have small fires here at the museum.
Constantly.
Yeah, just constant small fires. Okay, man.
Oh, there's a bigger one. There's another, like, kind of daddy fire extinguisher. Oh, they're
There's
all
one here,
over the
too.
place.
They've actually got a lot of fire extinguishers.
Can I put my mug over by your mug?
Yes.
Thank you. Sally, this is intolerable. I'm gonna tickle your armpit. I'm gonna tickle your armpit, cat. Oh, tickle,
Sally.
tickle, tickle.
So like, cut it out.
Cat.
Unidentified glyphs. I should try to find 1113, honestly.
Did we not? I thought that was one of the first ones you found.
Well, I mean, I haven't, I couldn't open anything now that I've stolen Joanna's
Oh, I
keys.
see what you're saying.
kind of feel like if you've got an unidentified glyph, that could be useful.
Could it be the number combo that we found? Do you remember it?
Dang, apparently not.
All right, let me see what I've got here.
Maybe
13, 18, 3,
okay, so
8.
it was. I just got them flipped. No.
You remembered that, but you couldn't remember 4,000 from 2 seconds ago?
I don't know what you're talking about. So here's the question: do you think this is one of those where it's all of them? You just gotta find the right order.
No.
Because curious that they've got 0 through 8 instead of 1 through 9.
I think that is weird, but I don't think that. I think that's just a weird choice on their part. I don't think that it's.
The fact that we haven't identified a glyph.
Oh my God, Sally.
She is insatiable.
Is there anything in Sunny's stuff?
We already took some stuff out of there. I don't think there's
we?
anything more. Yeah. There's not really anything more we can do with it. This museum is a mess.
Yeah.
You can't run a museum this way.
Well, she's not.
It's fair.
She no longer is.
So there's just nobody. There's just nobody in this museum.
Let's go talk to Henrik. If it's visiting hours.
It's probably not. Yeah,
it's not. Dang. Let's go to bed.
Yeah, I'm a little baffled at just the turn this has taken.
Do you want to call for a hint?
No.
Okay.
I was like, do I have contacts outside?
Let's just go to bed. I love it. Nancy's just, I'm done. It's 5 o'clock. I'm just sleeping until 10.
Sleeping until it's visiting hours.
I wonder if it's gonna account for travel time.
I don't know.
Let's find out.
I never quite know how they do.
What time is
how
it?
How they do time passing. 10 o'clock.
You haven't not checked.
Got here as early as possible.
What time is it right
I
now?
woke up at 10. 10 o'clock.
So no time passed. That's weird.
Yes.
Oh, look. Okay. He is 61 and a half. He's divorced. He's allergic to chicken and bees. Interesting.
Chicken and bees things.
Don't make fun of him.
I mean, he is very funny.
Well, look who it is.
Hi, Henrik. I've come to talk Maya Kings. Let's see if this photo.
So is it Maya instead of
This will
Mayan?
help you to remember.
That face. He's as familiar as my own feet.
Do you know his name?
Pakal. Nancy, this is the stolen carving, isn't it? And I'm the one who took it. I must have. But why? Oh, Pakal. What could I have meant by this?
If you're remembering,
He's not gonna know why,
this is
Nancy.
a serious crime, Henrik. You've got
I know
to
I'm
tell
making
me
you say
why
this,
you
but
did it.
he's not gonna remember any of these.
All I need is some idea of where to look.
I'm wondering
next.
if this.
I'll take any scrap of memory you've got, Henrik.
It's still in the museum.
Well, that doesn't make sense, Henrik. Try
Why would you
again.
break into the display case and
Yeah.
steal the carving only to leave it in
I
the
mean, I
museum?
think I know why. It's
To
because it's for.
protect him. I had to protect him. Oh, Pakal. Something is going on at that museum. A devious plot. I was the only one who could stand in the way.
Whose plot is this? Is it someone who's involved with a museum?
We're gonna lose
Forgive me,
him.
Nancy, but when I woke up in this hospital bed, I didn't even know my own name.
Oh!
Perhaps the only thing I can offer you is this key. It was found in one of my pockets when I was brought in.
Do you know what lock it belongs to?
I haven't a clue. Take the key now, Nancy. Find out what it opens and
Nancy.
return to me, please, with some answers.
We'll get to the bottom of this, I promise.
In the meantime, I'll sit with my friend.
Oh, hey, it's one of the keys from the final scene at the very end.
No way.
It looks like it.
To yourself for now. It's your only hope of getting to the bottom of
Answers?
this.
I don't have any answers.
One of the pieces that was stolen from
Answers.
the
I don't think they say
Cultural
answers.
Center was a jade carving with an unusual glyph on it. Do you remember
I think,
translating
and I
it?
don't think they say
can't
Nancy.
remember.
I can't remember.
Did you use Joanna's name last week to place an order?
I
for
hope it's the same
Cinnabar
voice
with
line.
Keep it real restoration.
I'm
can't
the
remember.
wrong amnesiac.
He's just gonna.
Do you have anything against Joanna?
Who knows?
Henrik, I need to know
He's not gonna
where
know,
you
Nancy.
put the Pakal carving.
I don't know.
Try again.
Henrik, I need to know where you put the Pakal carving.
I don't know.
One more time.
Henrik, I need to know where you put the Pakal carving.
Who knows?
Imagine if you just do it enough in the game,
rest
just
up. I'll be
you
back.
know.
I'll do my best.
Fascinating. Okay. So we've made some progress here.
Fun fact: Brits don't say answered or Nancy or con. They say answered and Nancy.
I do know they say nonce,
Can.
but it's something entirely different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess let's talk to the other characters before we go to the museum, because the museum now doesn't seem like it'll be affected by time, because everybody from the museum is dead.
Buenos dias.
Alejandro, you're a jerk.
Have you heard? The police received an anonymous tip, and they're considering Joanna a prime suspect in the Pakal theft.
I don't like his face at all.
Questioning.
I called in that tip. She lied about
That's
the
not
SIM
anonymous
card,
at all.
And you may not know this, but she has jeopardized the museum's finances with all of her wheeling and dealing. Why should she not be questioned?
How do you know about museum finances?
Tell him, Nancy.
My sources.
Maybe we
get
should call an
back to the
anonymous tip on him.
Goodbye.
Oh.
This man's doing insider trading.
Do you want to talk to him again? That there seemed like there was a lot more. Wow. Okay.
I should get back to the museum.
His eyes are just so dead.
Yeah.
Like
I think
more
I-
than any other character, his eyes are just dead
I
inside.
think I liked the character models in Final Scene more.
Yeah.
Yeah. They felt warmer. I don't know.
Joanna looks. Yeah, they did feel warmer.
Joanna's the best looking
Yeah.
one. The rest of the characters are kind of unsettling.
You want to go talk to him?
Yeah, I was seeing if I could get if there's anything interactable here.
Any news?
No.
I'd better get going.
Bye now.
Bye now.
You like his little like otter hands.
Yeah. What an odd character. Man, okay. Well,
So we got to go unlock something. Yeah.
there's got to be something we can unlock, yeah.
Oh, do you think it's one of the trunks, maybe, in the storage room?
Were there... I think the main issue I had was that... I don't think they had, like, interactable locks. No mail. Okay. Let's see.
Okay,
You can
not
look at this,
that
but it's not
one.
a... You can't interact with it or try to look at it. So it
Okay.
feels like it's just to see, like, oh, that's not the thing we're looking for.
Okay.
And then... There's... No, not this. There's this one. Again, I can't, I
Dang.
can't interact with it once we've looking at it here.
Okay.
Where would we get the number for that case? Where would we get the number for that?
Maybe we need to, you know, call a friend.
I think so.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I love how all of these notes are just piling up.
You have no voicemail.
Yeah.
Do you want to call Choco Canyon? Do we have to call them from the hotel?
We do.
Okay. Because I wonder if Sheila would have info on, you know, the matchmaker.
She could. It would be very funny if we have to call this person for it. It looks like there's also room to put more things up for Henrik to look at.
You could put up the key that he just gave you.
Alright, Chocolate Canyon.
Okay. 1-505-555-1222.
Hopefully they will still... I hope it doesn't do the thing where it just keeps ringing forever.
And then who was our 4,000 person?
That's Bluefoot.
Ah.
Okay, yeah, so Chocolate Canyon we can no longer talk to.
No way.
Yeah.
No way. Are you sure?
Yeah. 1-505. 555-1222.
Yeah. Do you need to just not do the one part? Do you just need to do 555-1222?
No, because they're in a different state. The reason we can't call them from the office is because we need to...
Use an outside line? Alright, let's call Bess.
It's me again.
Nancy Drew, you will never guess who the cat
Oh, whoa.
in.
Who?
Frank and Joe Hardy.
You're kidding.
Is this their
I
first
haven't talked
appearance?
to those two in months.
Let me tell you, they're as cute as ever. George and I were just telling them about your latest case, and judging by the way they're hovering around me at the moment,
You just call them cute while they're...
They have that kind of dynamic.
Put them on.
Hi, Nancy, it's Frank.
Frank Hardy, what in the world are you doing in River Heights?
Well, Joe and I just finished up a case out west, and we're taking a few days to drive back to Bayport. So we stopped in River Heights to say hello to our favorite girls.
Oh, they're a little flirty.
Oh,
Sweet of
man.
you.
We
They're a
should
little
have known
flirty.
you'd be out there chasing trouble.
Joe, is that you?
The one and only. How's it going, Nancy?
Oh, just
I think-
knee-deep in another
I think
case.
that voice actor actually is consistent
Ever. There's one around every corner.
for all of them.
You can say that again.
There's one around every corner, isn't there?
All right, Joe. Cheeky as ever, I see.
It's the secret of my irresistible charm.
Man, they really,
Listen, Nancy,
Oh.
we're taking off again tomorrow. But if you want to talk shop about this case, why don't you give
Oh,
us a call?
Just
okay.
giving us
Okay.
973.
973-555-33.
That's a New York number.
Sounds great.
Whoa, that makes sense.
Go get him, Nancy.
They're city slickers. I thought their whole thing was supposed to be... Oh, cool. It's actually got it written down here, too.
Oh, okay. I am gonna look up that voice actor because I think he stays consistent.
Does Bess just have nothing to say from this point forward?
It's me again.
Hey, Nancy. What's the latest, Nan?
Why would the thief keep leaving that awful red handprint at every crime scene?
Talk about a creepy trademark. Oh, I'm just glad I haven't seen it. With my sensitive psyche, the thing is like a 10-year
says
warranty
she
for
has a-
nightmares. Does it have any meaning in Maya culture?
Not that I know of.
Well, somebody ought to know. You're surrounded by experts in Maya culture, for gosh sake.
What if one of them just
Maybe it doesn't
knows
mean anything
what
at
Mayan
all.
matchmakers were
Maybe the
called?
thief just thinks it's glamorous. Sure. I
That'd be
mean,
really
who
helpful.
really wants anonymity after all?
Bess just like pulls that out of her.
Something to set them apart, right? It's not just any old villain that gets a book deal these days.
After the board caught wind about the police interrogating Joanna,
Should we call the Hardy Boys before asking for a hint?
Joanna didn't take the Picard.
I'm curious what role they
I
actually
think they're
played.
just gonna give us hints too.
Without betraying Henrik's
I wonder
confidence,
why
he's
they
not
brought the Hardy
interested in
Boys into
cutting
this then.
Joanna any slack.
I think you can just get hints from both.
Mr. Rose
I could be
said that
wrong.
if the Pakal carving is recovered, he'll reconsider.
Well, that's just one more reason you've got to find that carving. Yeah. Joanna's ambitions may be a little misguided at times.
I like that at this point we basically just been like, yeah, so Henrik took it.
Plus which, her presence at the museum may be one of the crucial ingredients to solving this case.
Well, clearly the plot thickens.
I'll
Yeah.
talk to you later,
I'm
lady.
assuming, so it seems like he was stealing these things. What do you mean, watch out for stale cookies? What does that mean?
The cookies.
Oh, Sinclair.
He is the voice of Joe Hardy
Forever.
forever.
Nice.
They kept him, so they changed Frank, but they keep him.
Mystery. Joe here.
That's pretty cute, Joe. Can you come up with a
So he's the
slogan
guy you
for
heard in
me,
Salem.
Joe?
Hey, Nancy.
Oh,
Hold on
nice.
while I put you on speakerphone. You still there?
Yep.
Hi,
Yeah, that does sound like him.
Yeah, he's very good.
Mine's now. So how's the case coming along?
Help.
This investigation is stalling. Any thoughts on how to get it
Ayúdame.
back in gear?
Aren't you curious to find out what secrets Henrik's key will unlock?
That doesn't tell us anything. Yes.
Help.
Is there...
This investigation is stalling.
If it's just
Any
that
thoughts
again.
on how to get it back in gear?
Aren't you curious to find out what
All right,
secrets
well.
Henrik's
Did
key
you
will
already talk
unlock?
to Jess Bess?
I didn't ask them for a hint.
We should ask them
So I
for
wanted to talk
hint.
to the Hardy Boys. Okay.
So we know the key is the next lead, though. If we can
Maybe I
figure
just-
out what the key
maybe
unlocks.
I just need to look around. Was there a drawer we could unlock or something that I just can't remember?
Mopatorium.
George, it's Nancy. What's going on?
Oh, Bess has been in a supreme funk.
Supreme Funk is very good.
Nancy, why doesn't River Heights have any cute boys like those two? Why? Bess, I'm sure Nancy is not calling to hear you moan. What's the latest, Nan?
Detective Drew.
Phenomenal.
Requesting hint, please.
Negative, Detective Drew. Assistants Marvin and Fane out of commission at this time. Suggest calling Detectives Hardy and Hardy.
Well,
I'll talk to you later.
All right, so the key.
We'll be waiting for
yeah.
The key is the next thing that we need to
The
focus
key
on.
is the key. Well, I mean, that's definitely got to be in the museum somewhere. So
It's not. It's definitely not in our hotel or the Mexican consulate or the hospital or
Yeah.
Taylor Sinclair's office.
yeah,
Yes,
like
so
it's
agreed.
It's got to be museum.
Okay.
I just don't. What have we not been able to open?
Nothing over there. It's nothing over there.
And this is we just got a card over there.
Maybe we need to check the exhibits again.
Maybe.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I'm plumb tuckered out.
It's been a long several days.
Yeah, let's just go check. Let's just go look through everything. Anything look key-like? That carving looks maybe inspection worthy, you know? Okay. Key-like.
I remember seeing keyholes here. I wonder if I just need to look over the lab more closely.
I'm gonna analyze the key?
That could be interesting. Can we do that? Can we just put anything in here?
Work.
Oh.
Okay.
That doesn't work.
Does it go in the ham radio?
That doesn't work.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, 'cause we got these things and like we've got this baby. But like
There's no keyhole there. Okay, does it go in something on his desk? Something on his desk, maybe? Oh boy.
yeah, I don't know what to do with any of this. Oh, I guess there's a manual for that, isn't there?
Yeah.
Here?
Oh!
There
we go. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Take access to the computer.
We're gonna need a password, probably.
Man, alright.
Nothing else?
Seems like it's just that.
Alright, we need to...
It's locked.
Oh! Nice.
Matchmaker.
Number stations. 2050.
Hertz transmits a series of 5 digits in Spanish with each transmission starting with atención. Una,
Okay.
1, dos,
We know
2,
those.
tres, 3, cuatro, 4, 5.
Write down the last 3 digits of the series and add a 0 to get it to a 4-digit number. And then add each of the original. So, last 3 plus 0.
This is the station that
Add
smugglers. He's
5
He's tracking down smugglers.
plus 4. This is the station that the smugglers will take messages on. So we need to start with 2050.
He started at 2050 hertz, yeah.
Okay. Next page.
The station number gives 56123, then the smuggler station is 1247.
Because you take you take the last 3 and add a 0.
Uh-huh.
and then add all of the digits 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and then add that to. Okay, that's easy.
That's easy enough, yeah.
Password is the Nahuatl word for snake. Enter it in Morse code, and they'll confirm by voice. Then send a code word. Send the item immediately is leche.
Okay, meet me at the
Sueno.
point. Oh, send the item. The coast is not clear. Vacas. Payment has been sent.
Send, meet, hold, and payment has been sent. Okay, anything else?
Nahuatl word for snake.
Looks like I need to find someone who speaks Nahuatl.
Alejandro.
Okay.
Alejandro said he speaks Nahuatl.
Did he?
Yes. He said
Anything else in there?
He said he speaks Nahuatl and
Ooh.
heights with Big Bunny all day, temperatures in the hundreds, water scarce, but Highland region is beautiful and pristine, except for Bunny's incessant commentary. Even spotted a quetzal flying among the branches, a rare treat, symbolizes freedom and wealth, tail highly prized by the Maya. The shaman today, eager for some relief from Big Bunny, accepted Old Man's invitation to eat. Old Man, Vicente, gave us very strong tea to which BB reacted negatively. He kept shouting, "Bunny rabbits, flaming bunny rabbits, return of the repressed?"
What?
Once he even pounced on the floor to try to catch one, but there was nothing there. Vicente thought this was very funny. I nearly expired from embarrassment. Tea had no unusual effect on me. Alright, last night, shared tea with Bunny out of kindness. Pity, what does he eat? Nearly something.
Oh my god.
He said he gassed him out. Old Man told us legend that legend has it that the Highlands are haunted by the spirit of Moxcali. I understood most, translated for Bunny. Here's legend as best as I could gather. The head of Pacal's range, a royal Maya scribe, Chuapilia Moxcali, wrote an account of the Maya that somehow defamed Pacal's name. Moxcali disappeared, along with all traces of her work. The rumor was that Pacal banished the scribe and her writings to the far reaches of the netherworld. Highland elders swear that Moxcali has haunted these hills for centuries and will not rest until her writings are unearthed and her name is restored to dignity. Banished? Ha, if only Pacal were so lenient.
Peace.
Peace.
Hey, there was more.
That was an accident.
Okay.
Would have enjoyed this story much more without the unwanted outburst of my foolish sidekick. Quite a tale, though. Amazing that he survived somehow over hundreds of years. Big Buddy wants to start a small-time smuggling racket to pay off his college tuition. He's the last person I want for a partner in crime, but I do need some way to fund my own studies. I wonder if I could stand it. Travels today have been uneventful. Sun is hotter than ever. Tomorrow we return to base camp. Cannot wait to be rid of my companion. Suspect he is really a dog in bunny clothing.
Everyone here is very weird.
Yeah.
Is there a little heart in the tent?
Yeah?
Oh.
Zach, conjure, summon, death, blessing, curse, perhaps summon spirit, death, similar to what she used. Back is captive. Nice house, captive house, prison was a prisoner. Who will be to bring down? War metaphor, break, destroyed is already a verb for destruction. My guess, break, broken. Resembles Kaban.
That's a lot.
Kaban, captive was earth.
Wow, okay. Four corners, of course, four corners of the world. Fascinating. This kingly title, very familiar. Pakal, of course, but not like any I've ever seen. Wait, where have I seen this? Pakal shield. Rabbit, just like the scribe image. Rabbit is trickster, jester, fool, very uncommon. That's the Copan glyph. Copan emblem has been modified with a rabbit head similar to the rabbit scribe. Perform work labor. It was completed period ending till the end of time. This is extremely confusing. Oh, we're keeping that.
Oh, I guess we're gonna put that on his wall.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think we need to look at... Let's see how we're doing on time. We're doing pretty good. I think we need to look at the flash drive.
Yeah. We need to look at the flash drive. We need to talk to Alejandro about
Nahuatl, and we need to talk to Henrik about that paper.
Yeah.
Lots to do.
Yeah, we suddenly got a number of leads.
I hope that flash drive isn't password protected. You still have time to talk to Henrik.
Yeah, so I was checking for...
Never mind. He's resting.
Long. Let's go to Mexico.
Buenos dias.
I need to know the Nahuatl word for snake. Can you help me?
What do you need that word for?
I would not say the latter.
I'd rather not say. It's part of my investigation.
It's very funny though.
Now, if only I could remember the word for snake. I hear you have been a great help to Henrik. I wonder if you can help me improve my memory too.
What are you talking about, Alejandro?
I am almost certain that the provenance documents for the Pakal carving were falsified.
Oh.
I have asked Joanna to see the documents, but...
Oh, I mean, we literally...
If you can find that file in her office and bring it to me, I think it might help my memory of Nahuatl a lot.
What's your last line?
It would be hard for me to go beyond Joanna's back like that.
Interesting.
What makes you think
I mean, we've seen them. They're
In
fine.
Mexico,
Yeah.
it is common knowledge that the carving was stolen from Pakal's tomb when it was first excavated. But no one has been able to prove it. If I can determine that the provenance documents are a fraud, this
I
will
love
be
his
the
nails.
first major
Yeah.
step toward legal repatriation of the artwork, whenever and wherever it
I guess I hadn't
resurfaces.
thought about it like
Okay,
that.
Alejandro. I'll see what I can do.
I feel my Nahuatl coming back to me already. Do you know what Sihuapili means? Princess or lady. Now, if only I could remember the word
You
for
flirting with
snake.
us?
I should get back to
Maybe.
the museum.
Adios, Nancy.
Okay, well, that's something. Let's go to the hotel and look at this drive.
I really hope it's not password protected. Good thing we brought that little thing.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be the... whatever this word is.
Cred.
Yeah.
I don't. It looks like grapes and a sad face. With a tail.
Yeah.
Okay. To the museum?
To the museum. Yeah, I think there's nothing else we can really... I'm trying to think. I think like the three things... We did the 3 leads we had in like 2 minutes.
It's kind of annoying that you always have to have the keys on you. But also kind of realistic.
Yeah, it's the realism. It's definitely like why they do it, but it's just very funny.
Okay. Let's get out of here. I don't think you need to do that.
I'm just making sure.
There we go.
Da, 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 da.
I love her window. It's really nice.
Go back to Mexico. And give me
Hello,
those
Nancy.
documents.
You have a special delivery for me, I hope?
Here's your file, as requested.
Everybody here is snaky.
Slippery.
I should hand over the paperwork.
Good work, my friend. I suppose you... would
Yeah,
have
there's a lot
something
of
in
you
return?
scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Yeah.
The Nahuatl word for snake is coatl. C-O-A-T-L.
Got it.
Muchas gracias. Gotta go.
Adios, Nancy.
I guess the big thing we can do now is just smuggler stuff.
Yeah, although
We want
it'd
to
be
talk to
nice
Henrik
to get
first?
that. It'd be nice to get the password.
Let's talk to Henrik first. It's only 3:15. Time to sleep until 10 o'clock again.
Nancy's gonna be so
Time's-
messed up from this trip.
Dude, Nancy's getting the best sleep of her life.
Nancy is way oversleeping. I remember really liking that in these games though, because when I played them, you know, I had a prescribed bedtime, and I remember thinking it was really cool that I could get up and go to bed whenever I wanted. Stone.
Stone.
A curse upon you who beholds this terror. The evil deeds of the whisperer of silent secrets remain undead. Within this prison of stone, broken only when the four corners of the world are bound together, when the first king ascends the throne again, when the last Copan fool has labored till the end of time.
Okay, so he's done that, I guess.
What was that? Where'd that come from?
Chris Bunny who fulfills his terror. I think he wrote it.
Just in a fever dream?
I guess we can take this back, but the rest we don't.
Did he... Was he translating the...
Nancy,
those aren't the
you have
glyphs,
brought
are
me
they?
Back to my work.
You recognize the riddle then?
I've been working like a fiend. Look at
Yeah.
the board.
That was
So he
the
did that.
glyphs on the hand?
I think so.
This has something to do with the plot at the museum, Nancy. I'm sure of it.
Who is this whisperer of silent secrets?
The Whisperer came from a distinguished line of royal scribes. I can't seem to remember her name, but I do recall that she wrote an account of Maya history that greatly angered Pakal because of the way it depicted
We
his ascent
saw
to the
her
throne.
name.
What did the scribe say?
Phenomenal.
Carl had bad fashion?
From the age of 12, when he came to the throne, Pakal claimed to be divinely appointed the first true authentic king of the Maya. Then, the Whisperer came along and wrote that Pakal was only king because his mother pulled some strings. It was quite a blow to Pakal's image.
So he put her in a stone prison?
Pakal swore that the Whisperer's words would never see the light of day. He put her body, her
And that's
soul,
the
and her
monolith.
writings all
Yeah.
in a tomb and locked it up tight.
Does this mean that the monolith
Yeah.
is hollow inside?
So that's the thing. So the whole thing is about getting into the
That's
monolith.
the idea.
Four corners of the world brought together.
Do you think the monolith can be opened?
Good question. I'm certain that there's a dirty rat trying to get into that tomb. This is where my memory fizzles out. If I could only figure out why I took the Pakal.
Do you think there is anyone I can
Don't tell the
trust?
police.
Please don't breathe a word of this. There's too much at stake.
Maybe the latter?
Have you ever been part of a smuggling racket?
I don't know.
Can you tell me what the
It's the
password
password
is
is
to your
stone.
disk?
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
Okay.
You rest up. I'll be
Alright.
back.
Be careful.
Yeah,
We've
so looking at
we've
this-
got like 5 more minutes. You want to get into that?
Go to the password.
Yeah, let's do that.
Made undead within this prison of stone. Broken only when the four corners of the world are bound together. First king ascends the throne again when the last component full has labored until the end of time. Yeah, let's go back. Let's go back to home base.
Yeah.
Just look at this. Let's put in this password.
Nice. Oh. Okay, great.
Okay, that's fair. So that's just a way to.
What is
access
that a translation of, though?
I don't know. Oh, here we go.
Matchmaker.
Atan Zahab.
Atan. Is that a Z?
Yeah, Z. Atan Zahab.
Got it.
Jade to be divine, form of gold. 6 keys would likely be carved out of this. The 6 keys. That's to get into the monolith.
6 separate keys, 4 corners of the world plus the Fool and the King. Each must represent one interlocking part of a bigger key. Keep has 6 sides. Where are these keys and what do they look like? Probably scattered them. Must be jade, likely 2 that each bears an identifying glyph. Someone else knows about this. Okay, so Whisperer. There's a scribe. See travel notes from summer of 72.
So that's almost Scarlet.
Not permanently prohibit her from entering the underworld, so there should be a mechanism within the prison of stone to allow her soul to find its way out, as well as a mechanism for someone else to open the prison from outside the monolith, the 6 keys. Okay. Artifacts found as far north as New Mexico, the North Key likely among them, but contact other museums in the area to be sure. Okay. See Rutherford. So that was
She
the
had
south.
Like
okay.
she had the one that
Okay.
was like, oh, it's Snake in south and all that. East. Bishop Diego de Landa. So north is the one that's really... I wonder if it's the one that's been shipped to them. Found as far north.
Oh, that's the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center heist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's Chaco Canyon, South Bishop Diego de Landa.
So we know that Rutherford has the South Key.
Well, not anymore.
Right. Copan Fool. Okay, let me write that number down. That was 605.
555-3195. Yeah, so this is someone that sold a Midwestern shoe polish tycoon.
Okay. Is there anything about a king?
The king is the Pakal that was stolen from.
That's ours. So that's Pakal.
Then it's just the fool that we don't know about. Oh, Copan Fool. Found jade carving with rabbit glyph. Rabbit was trickster in Maya folklore. Could this be the fool? Radio for delivery.
Okay, so we'll use Lecce to get it sent over. That was the fool?
That's the fool.
Oh, what was the number for?
For west.
And then Rutherford has south. Do we know anything about east and north?
East Bishop Diego de Landa. Don't know anything about that.
How to get that?
Found in 1652. Found in Cuba. We should check and see that piece of jade that's on the manifest in the shipping room. So north was Chaco. South,
north was Chaco Canyon Cultural
South
Center.
South is Rutherford. West is this person. So east might be the...
Do we have any way of... But we've lost touch with Chaco Canyon, haven't we?
Yeah, we can't call them anymore. But we know that they had it, was the thing. I think she was saying she's going to have, like, a print sent to me as quickly as possible or something.
Oh. The Chaco gal?
I think, yeah.
Okay. City's name means submerged crocodile.
Crocodile is depicted in
Lamani.
Submerged crocodile. Paul Kaka is the priest responsible for giving children their first names.
That's unfortunate.
Prefixes A for boys, X for girls. After prefix, the name of a mammal, reptile, or bird. Abalam, X quad. After puberty, the child will take on his or her father's last name as well.
Okay. Well, there are several things we can do here, but we should probably pause. Seems like a good stopping place.
Loud and clear message to the culprit racing to open the monolith alongside me. I can only hope that I win this round. I'm betting the culprit, like, he had a conflict with him.
In the place?
Yeah. I'm wondering if that's what happened, and then the culprit stole the stuff he had or something.
Competitive backstabber, no help.
To call Patricia Gomez. Well connected on sabbatical for 6 months. Honduras. Password snake in Nahuatl.
That's our people
this is
in the Honduras.
So they're in Honduras. Digging progress, yes. Copan, keep an eye on this. Ham radio station 2050.
We got that.
Interesting. El Salvador, no digging progress. Peter and Huber. Husband and wife team speak German only. So Uxmal was the digging progress there.
Okay. I think I have all of those notes.
All that stuff. Man, okay, that's...
Shall we save?
That's some progress.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, do you want me to... Well, maybe we should name it, Do you have an idea? Nahuatl? Nahuatl.
Oh.
Oh, maybe Coatl you waiting for? That's C-O-A-T-L. Coatl you waiting for? Take a bite of my snake tonight.
Yeah, it's like, ew, ugh, ugh, ugh. Take a bite of my snake tonight.
I hate what we've made.
It's a jungle out there.
What is this?
Hey, it's the theme song for Monk.
No, I don't know it.
It's fine. That show is well before your time. It was before my time, honestly.
We could also call it Pax Kaka. Pal Kaka? My handwriting is so bad. Something Kaka was the naming priest, which is really...
That's pretty funny.
Unfortunate.
That's pretty funny.
Don't put anyone named Pal Kaka in charge of naming anything.
Yeah, I would have found somebody with a better name. Zach Cook.
Lady Zoc.
Lady Zoc. Zoc it to me. Oh, that would have been a good one.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh my god.
There we go. There we go.
So, you know,
Progress.
the age-old question.
Okay, so
Who done
yes.
it? Who done it?
Yes. Henrik did the stealing.
Yes, you were right about that. You were totally right about that.
Somebody's trying to open this monolith.
What do they want?
It would be a massive find. Taylor Sinclair would be super, like, there's money in that.
But what is the plan here? To open the monolith and then, like, smuggle out the body?
I don't even know if it's smuggling so much as it's be able to say, like, look at this discovery or something. Oh, in that case, why not just do it above board?
Yeah. I don't get... Does the Whisper... Would they want the papers that the Whisper... Because didn't they say that they, like, sealed it in the tomb? Are they after the writings? Because it seems like it needs to be something that somebody could like, put on the... We know the black market is involved.
Yeah.
We know that people are putting things up on the black market. So is it trying to...
There is... So Joanna could be... So, going here, Joanna could want this to be a discovery that puts Beach Hill on the map.
But why not do it above board?
Why not do it above board? Yeah. Sinclair, if he's slippery.
He's very slippery, man.
And if there's money in it...
There definitely would be on the black market, for sure.
Alejandro could be wanting to repatriate it. It could be that he doesn't want Beach Hill to keep this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he's probably upset that the monolith is going there in the first place. If he's so invested in that culture...
Mm-hmm. Do we think Henrik is absolved at this point? I mean, we know that Henrik has committed crimes, but do we think that that's the extent of it? Do we buy that he was trying to protect something?
I guess the thing is, why would he... Who would he be racing for? Like, why would he be trying to stop somebody else?
Well, we know that he's involved in the black market. So if he was partnered with somebody else and found out that they were also involved in the black market and knew that they were going to try to sell it, he might be...
Just racing them to sell it first? Like, I guess the thing is,
well,
like, what is...
Did he... So we know he was part of the black... Well, I guess I think... Do we even know that he put stuff on the black market, or was he just...
I think it's just...
That he knows about it?
Trying to get his hands on these things. I think it's not that he's a smuggler.
He's just trying to get objects from the black market.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to track these things, and he's like, okay, smugglers have this one.
Okay, so maybe his intentions are just, you know, he loves this stuff. He just wants to see it opened and protected.
Yeah, potentially. He followed the monolith.
So he's just wanting maybe just to open this and make sure that it doesn't fall into the wrong hands, and then he's gotten the sense in being on the black market that somebody else connected to the museum is wanting the contents. But it seems like Henrik wouldn't want to put the contents on the market. He just wants the contents for history's sake.
I guess the main thing is Sinclair is the guy where I just don't know what he's doing right now.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what Alejandro's doing?
I know Alejandro's agenda. He's checking the documents and all this stuff. I feel like his whole thing is that he wants it all to be above board. Woo! I think his thing is that I think Alejandro would do everything above board.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's his thing. Sinclair, I don't know what he's doing outside of being slimy. And he was aware of these thefts, of these jade thefts. If he's the one who's that tied into it and he's like, hey, we need to make sure this one doesn't get stolen, it could be because he's the one that's like racing him.
Sure, but then why would he, like, his first conversation with us was, I've talked with Joanna about increasing security. You're a detective. Please, like, be vigilant because we know something bad is about to happen. It seems weird that would... I mean, he's actively making it way harder.
I mean, security wouldn't affect him as much, right?
If she's putting security cameras up... Well, we know that she didn't, basically. Yeah. But if he was pushing for higher security in the museum, it feels like that would affect anybody. No one would be able to just smash into the glass and take the carving and leave a note. Or well, I guess that wasn't necessarily his plan, though.
Yeah, I think my thing is that he would be able to work around the security because of his position. I think his thing is he would have access and getting that. That's why he works so hard to get the monolith there. By getting it into Beach Hill, he has access. You know, and it's very possible that he's trying to get these things to Beach Hill to try and stop whoever the thief was, or whoever was working against him, from being able. It could be if he's like, if I get it to Beach Hill and I get it locked down, I'm the only one who has access to it. And I think he'd be more key to. So out of the three people that we have left, I think Sinclair would be the most likely, like the person that Henrik is like was trying to stop and was working against.
Okay.
That would be my thought process.
Okay. Is it just because it feels like he has the least information around him at this point?
I think he is the one who seems to have the most knowledge about this, about the thefts, and it's like
he's been keeping close track of them.
He's been tracking the jade, it seems.
Yeah.
Why does he know about those two specific incidents?
And he's also... Is he connected? He was connected. Sheila mentioned, you know, she's the reason we call him Slippery. She knew him.
Yeah.
Did Prudence know him? He knew Prudence. He knew Prudence.
Yeah.
When we talked to him about her, he was talking about her in a very familiar way.
Yes.
So he is definitely like... He's definitely shaken hands with everyone who's lost a jade carving at this point.
Yeah, I think...
But Henrik knew Sheila, and Henrik obviously knew Joanna.
Didn't know Prudence, though.
He didn't know Prudence.
I think the thing is, Taylor is in a position where he's able to kind of influence and do this stuff. Like he's able to influence what happens with these pieces. And so I think the fact that he's doing that work, and he's like, because he also got them the Pakal jade,
right?
Like, so I think he's been trying to just get it all to Beach Hill.
I heard get it all to Beach Hill.
He's trying to get it all to
just be really calm. To Beach Hill, I got you.
He's just trying to bliss out. Man's just trying to live. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. Everybody here, I think Sinclair is the one who is most likely to...
Okay. I think we're going to finish this tomorrow.
You think so?
I think we have about 2 hours left.
I mean, we can get to the bottom floor in the temple. And I'm assuming that we've got to be able to do that for the game. I'm assuming that we need to be able to do all those quizzes.
I don't think it's just a bonus thing. We'll get the smuggled carving sent to us, and we're waiting from Sheila for another package.
We know how to do the smuggling. We know this quiz.
Which will probably... I bet that Henrik hid it in the quiz.
Yeah.
I bet it's hidden in the quiz.
That's how we get the Pakal.
And that's why he was in the temple, was he was hiding it in the temple.
That's why we would have seen him there.
Where else would he hide it? He can't put it in the monolith. There's not really any other enclosed space. I bet he hid it. I bet he passed through all the temple stuff, and it's in the temple.
And
so we'll get that there.
And he made the quizzes like something where it's like, you gotta like... really know this stuff.
And the matchmaker thing, the only hint to that was in his notes on his hard. Okay, so that gets us 3 of the jade pieces, and then we have the phone number of the guy to call for the other one. Oh, but then there's 2 more, right? Because we'll have the king, and we'll have like 3 of the directions, but we still need Coatl, and we need another one of the directions. Or is that right?
We don't need Coatl, so it's the 4 directions. It's the king, Pakal, and then Fool.
The Copan, right?
The Copan, yeah.
So we would be able to recover the Pakal,
the north,
and there was one other direction, or no, I think it was Copan.
Prudence head south.
Prudence head south.
Chaco head north.
Chaco head north. Smugglers have something.
Smugglers have
east.
East.
And then there's a.
No, the smugglers have the Fool. Smugglers have
the Fool.
Have Copan. Yeah.
So we're missing
East. He's like, this dig is happening.
This guy. So there's one more.
Or no, East was Diego, like, has it, whatever. I'm wondering if maybe Sinclair's got that one now.
Okay.
If that
but there's
one was
still one that
discovered.
we're missing.
West. Yeah.
Okay.
One of the directions wasn't locked down. It's possible that Sinclair's got the other 2. Like, it's possible that the person he's racing against already has some.
We need to get into his office when he's not there.
Can we do that?
I mean, if we're gonna try to see if he has jade, we need to try to get into his office when he's not around.
I keep wondering why we can look at that piece of art. I'm wondering if it's gonna be something. Because why can we look at that, you know?
Yeah. All right, well, we'll find out tomorrow, probably.
Yeah, most likely. I don't know why we wouldn't.
I think I'm excited to also get out of this one. I like this game, and I'm having a lot more fun with you than I remember having on my own. But at the same time, this is not my favorite game.
Okay, that's fair.
But I just had a realization. This was the first Nancy Drew game. This is the reason I know about the series, was this game.
Really?
My best friend in elementary school, Juliet Moore, had this game and a dinosaur of a computer in her attic that had no sound. And we would, every time we had a play date, we would start this game with no sound.
Oh no.
And we would make it about an hour. Try doing the sound puzzle as a 8-year-old with no sound.
I guess the nice thing there is, it's all dialogue.
We did not understand how that worked.
Like you can read it all.
That went beyond us.
I could see that puzzle just being confusing to children.
So it was awful, and but then we'd like give up, and then the next play date we'd try it again, and we'd forget everything, so we'd have to start over again, and we never finished it. But for some reason, I guess I must have really liked the concept, because I reached out to my parents. That's a very, as an 8-year-old, I sent my parents a telegram. I reached out to my folks.
6 to 8 weeks later, the pony arrived with correspondence
to my parents.
Yeah.
I told them I must have just mentioned the game to them, because I think for my birthday or Christmas or something they got me Then Secrets Can Kill, and that was how I started playing them in order.
The first one.
I think when my parents found out that it was a series,
they looked up what order they were in.
I think so, because they wanted me to start from the beginning.
Scarlet Hand was new at that point. There weren't that many at that point. So that's good.
So then because I very quickly got to a place of having to wait, because one came out around June, and one came out for the holidays, and my birthday is June. So I would wait. It would be a birthday present, and it would be a Christmas present every year.
That's exciting.
And I would I got caught up very quickly, and then every year I would wait for them to come out, and I would.
That's really sweet.
But this was my first.
I mean, and imagine
foray into the game.
imagine as a parent, like you're looking at these and you're like, these are probably educational.
Yeah, these are fine.
Yeah, these are
Nancy
good
Drew.
these are good for a kid. It's Nancy Drew. Yeah.
Well, my mom definitely knew who Nancy Drew was. I think she read more of the Hardy Boys, and she read another series called Trixie Belden, but the same concept. And so I think she was totally. And I read the Nancy Drew books too. As a kid, I read the books, so.
And she
was
these
super
with
on
you.
board. Everyone would. Yeah, we'd all kind of like, especially Evan, my little brother, but we'd all gather around the computer and then eventually the laptop when. Time passed and I got a laptop eventually. But we also had a dinosaur of a computer, and Evan would be by my side, my little junior detective, and
it probably helped having parents like on some of these puzzles.
But back in the day too, there were forums for this, so you could go on a forum and you could get a hint if you needed it.
There still are.
Yeah, they're just not active anymore, really. But
yeah, forums are kind of.
There was someone named Little Jackalope who moderated them, and
I was a big forum person when I was younger. Yeah, sometimes I'll just go back to those old forums.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's fun.
These are dead. Yeah.
But I think often we had to enlist my parents, and I do remember I think, it might have been Ghost Dog. It was either Ghost Dogs or Deception Island. Or Haunted Carousel that was the first game I beat without any cheating. Oh. Because in these like come on.
I remember Secrets
the house the side side of school.
Secrets Can Kill and Stay Tuned for Danger both had things where you're just like, how are we supposed to?
And I remember getting like kind of dead-ended in Stay Tuned for Danger and being really sad about it because I really did not like using hints. But I was just wandering around the hallways of the WW whatever studios, and I had no idea. Like I don't remember what it was, but I might have even like broken the game and had to go back and do something because I might have forgotten to take like the wire cutters or something at one point and then not been able to progress. But we're getting close to when I finally was able to start playing them, and I was so proud of myself. I just like felt on top of the world. I can't remember which game. I think it was Ghost Dogs where I was able to get through and I didn't have to cheat at all. And that was a really big deal. Yeah. I could follow along. But yeah, I have like distinct memories of crouching because I think her computer was like on the ground in a very hot attic.
Oh man.
And we'd just sit and try to play and there was no sound. And it was like, I don't know how we did it because it's very boring without any voice acting. Just these massive boxes of dialogue. It's a very boring. It's already kind of dry.
I imagine you were probably reading it to each other.
Yeah, I think I was trying to read it out loud. But it was really boring. And we'd play for like an hour and then we'd go do something else. And then, 2 weeks later I'd come over again and we'd have forgotten everything and we'd try again. We weren't taking notes. I have a notebook out right now, and I'm 28 years old, and I'm taking notes on this game. Like
this one,
this is a heavy game.
This one in particular is definitely a take notes game.
Yeah. This is a hard game.
Yeah.
So I don't think we were 9. I think 9. I don't think we had a shot at this, especially with no sound.
Those early days of computer games, there was definitely just a magic to it. With how new and exciting the whole thing was. Just remembering, like the games I would play. Like when I was a kid, like playing these old computer games, like it was doing King's Quest and stuff, and like it's There's really never been anything that's felt like it, and I think a good amount of that was age and also just the fact that it was like a new thing. Mm-hmm. We weren't playing in the context of like a world that had a AAA game industry and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. They were all like fairly small potatoes things compared to now. Like a game selling well would be like a couple thousand copies, like in the early days.
I think you're totally right about age. There's some things so you can get so much more invested and so just lost in the world, and you're what do they say in theater? What's it called? Your
suspension of disbelief.
Suspension of disbelief. Yeah, is you know, that threshold is so much lower when you're a kid.
It's so hard to like really give yourself to a game now where you're not thinking about stuff outside of it, or you're getting distracted. You're like,
I gotta do the dishes,
I gotta go do this thing.
and
it's
Sally's bugging me, and yeah, and we gotta watch our bedtime. But yeah, like when you're a kid, and it's just during the summer, you know, and you just have endless just days that are so long, and you can just sit and play.
Me and my friend, like on the weekends, like playing Final Fantasy X. Literally, just he'd come sleep over. We'd literally just play it for like 10 hours and fall asleep with the game running, and then just wake up and keep playing and stuff like that.
It's amazing.
Like, yeah, just the ability to just completely lose yourself in it. Like, yeah.
But anyway, I'm having a much better time with you on this one than I thought. Because this game is definitely for me, and it's no offense to the game. It's just in terms of I just don't care very much about Mayan culture. It's just not like I love ancient Greece. You know, there are certain ancient cultures that really spark my interest. Mayan culture's never really been one of them. So just content wise, I'm not super interested. And then I guess I do appreciate the plot. Like, it is a good, and the voice acting's solid, but I think also the setting just does not do much for me.
It is interesting.
The environment it just doesn't really like wake me up and make me excited, and you know.
I do like it. It's a very small museum, really.
True, which helps.
But the plot is really fascinating. Just not having a mystery for the first couple hours, and then the theft happens, and then pretty quickly you find out it's like, okay, well, the real mystery here isn't who's the thief.
Mm-hmm.
The mystery,
why.
The mystery is who was the thief trying to stop.
Yeah.
Because also who the thief was trying to stop is also probably who knocked him out.
It's a really good, complicated, but also you can follow it plot, and it's different and it's surprising, and I do admire it for that. I think for me it's just it's not a topic I'm super invested in, and then it's also not a comfort game. I like Henrik. I talk about crushing on Henrik, but like Henrik is not one of my top 10 favorite characters, you know, so it doesn't just have any kind of top tier
Nancy Drew
elements for me.
Top 10 daddies.
Henrik would definitely be on there.
He'd make top 10 daddies, yeah.
I would love to make that list with you at some point.
We'll after we play through all the games, we go to making we go to making rating videos like a lot of the other Nancy Drew YouTubers.
Top 10 daddies would be really.
But we just do the stupidest categories possible.
Horniest rate, yeah. No, he'd be up there. Scott Varnell, Trail of the Twister, is probably number 1. Thanos, Labyrinth of Lies.
Thanos?
I don't get it, but he's it for a lot of players. He's he's it. I don't get it. I like my men kind of broken. And he's a little bit too like empowered. I like my men in hospital beds. Or, you know, really messed up, but some people are into him. A lot of people are into him. Yeah.
Well, folks. That's all for tonight. We're gonna probably finish it.
Yeah,
next
tomorrow.
Episode, the way it sounded.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know how much is left, but I do agree. Like when I'm thinking about like the things in the museum that we haven't done yet, it does feel like we are getting to the end.
We're wrapping up. We know where to find.
We've used most of the devices. We've done a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm tired. How long did we talk? Oh my God, we talked for forever.
Yeah, we talked for like 20 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
Peace out.
All right.
Whew. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Sleep tight.
Yeah.
Good night, Sally.